All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Yesterday, we were reading a story. I'll go ahead and hit that mute button for some of you. Okay, we were reading a story called The Art Lesson. All right, who remembers the character's name? Who was the character in our story? He had a name. All right, Kelton? Tommy. Yes, Tommy was the character in our story, and he had a little bit of a dilemma. Who can tell us what his problem was in the story? All right, Clara? Yes, he was told that real artists don't copy, right? And so the art teacher on her first day wanted the class to copy a picture. What was another problem with the art class? Tommy wasn't allowed to use what? Who remembers what Tommy wasn't allowed to use? All right, Taylor? His crayons. Great job. He got a pack of 64 crayons. It had tons and tons of colors, even gold, silver, and copper, right? And the art teacher said, nope, you have to use the regular old 8 crayons like everybody else. And there was one more thing about the art class that Tommy wasn't sure he liked. Who remembers what that one thing was? You only get what? Allison? One piece of paper. And Tommy liked to draw, and one piece of paper was not going to be enough, right? So yesterday at the end of our story, I told you to visualize what might happen at the end of the story, okay? So you were thinking, how is the story going to end? What's going to happen to Tommy? So I'm going to reread that one page just to kind of refresh our memory. Right? They were drawing a pilgrim because it was Thanksgiving time. And a turkey. So right there it says Tommy was upset that he had a copy. So the two teachers are talking. Let's see what they say. Well, Miss Bowers said, what are we going to do? She turned to Miss Landers and they whispered together. Miss Landers nodded. Now, Tommy. Miss Bowers said, it wouldn't be fair to let you do something different than the rest of the class. But I have an idea. If you draw the pilgrim man and woman and the turkey, if there's any time left, I'll give you another piece of paper. And you can do your own picture with your own crayons. Can you do that? I'll try, Tommy said with a big smile. Jason, can you put that down, whatever you are doing in front of the camera? Okay, so you can listen. Our hands are still, our bodies are still, and our ears are on. Thank you. And he did. He finished his picture, and he even made another one. You can tell who that is in the picture. It looks like the art teacher. And he still does. He draws and draws. Look at all those beautiful pictures. All right, so let me know yesterday when you were drawing your picture to visualize what would happen in the story. Did any of you do that activity? No, that's okay. I know it's kind of confusing when we mix our reading and our language arts. So today we're going to work on organizing our retelling. Okay, what happens in the beginning? What happens after that? Let's make sure we keep our buttons muted. All right, so let's go ahead and let me erase this real quick. right, we have the different parts of our story. And you guys are going to help me organize these of what came first. So let's go through them. It says right here, on his birthday, Tommy got a big box of crayons. And he was excited to use them when he started real art lessons. Okay, so remember his birthday and he got crayons. We'll put that one up. Our next one says, his first grade teacher told him to take his crayons home. All right, so there's a picture of him taking his crayons home. We'll just put that up here. We're not putting them in order yet. I'm just showing you what they are. The next one says his twin cousins were art students, and they told him that real artists don't copy. There's the twins. Okay, when did that happen in this story? I want you guys to be thinking about that. All right, our next one says, in kindergarten, he painted, but he couldn't wait to have real art lessons. All right, so remember, he had some issues when he was painting in kindergarten, right? The paint was too flaky, or it would just run off the paper. Our next one says, on the day his art teacher came, she told the class to copy her pilgrim drawing. If you look at Tommy's face, okay, he was told to copy the pilgrim's drawing. And our last one, the art teacher said he could draw another picture if he finished early, so he did. Okay? All right, so there is our, I have to borrow a clip. I couldn't find my magnets. 6 different events in our story. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys just a little bit closer so you can see the cards a little better. All right, I need your help to retell this story with me. What happened first? All right, who can help me? What happened first in the story? All right, oops, I found one more. This is actually what happened first. It says, Tommy wanted to be an artist when he grew up. So he drew and drew and drew. This is actually the first event that happened. So I'm going to borrow another clip. I had dropped this one on the floor. All right, so this is what happens first. Oh, you can't see that. Let me put it down here. All right, what happened after that? Remember, his aunt, his uncle, his grandma, they all hung up all his pictures in their houses, in their barber shop. All right, Clara, go ahead. He got his crayons for his birthday, okay? What about this one that talks about the twins? Was that before or after his birthday? It was after. Do we agree, everybody, or disagree? Go ahead and show your thumbs. Do we agree? It happened after his birthday? Okay, it says his cousin said real artists don't copy. What happened after that? Do you think he was still in kindergarten? Right? We can't move on to all these other ones because he was in first grade when that happened. Right? So it was kindergarten he painted. That happened next. All right, so what happens after kindergarten? He goes on to first grade. What did his first grade teacher tell him? Who can remember? All right, Leo, go ahead and share. He did go to first grade. And what did his teacher tell him about his crayons? Yeah, he had to take his crayons home, his beautiful 64 pack of crayons. Great job, Leo. Thank you. All right, so he took them home. Then what happens next? We have two options. One day his art teacher came. She told the class to copy her pilgrim drawing, or the art teacher said he could draw another picture. What do you guys think? Who can help me? All right, Kelton?
The art teacher came.
Awesome. So the art teacher did come and she said you have to copy this pilgrim painting. And what happened at the end of the story? Go ahead and retell us, Allison. Yeah, the teacher said if you have enough time, Tommy, you can draw another picture. She gave him another piece of paper. Awesome job for retelling that story with me. I know it can be hard because we read it yesterday, and if we had enough time, we would reread it, but we don't have enough time at this moment. So we're going to move on to our language arts, okay? And that means our handwriting. And I have a couple of sentences that we're going to work on. All right, we're going to read these together and find out what we need to do to fix them. Hang on, I'm going to move this one down. Okay, so you will do this activity in your seesaw once we're done. So let's practice together. Our first sentence says, the dog rolls around. All right, we said yesterday, Amonte, I need you to sit down, please, and have your ears on and our hands are still. Thank you. Okay, we said yesterday a sentence is a complete thought. All right, is that a complete thought? The dog rolls around? Yeah, we know who's in the sentence and what they're doing. The dog is rolling around. Now, we need to fix our sentence because there's two things wrong with our sentence. What is wrong with the sentence? Who can help me find what is wrong with the sentence? What do we do to the first word? Taylor? We would circle it because that's a little t. What t is supposed to go there? Thank you. We capitalize our first word in our sentence. So I'm going to rewrite that word the correctly with our capital T. The dog rolls around. Okay? Now, what are we forgetting at the end of our sentence? Dylan? A period. They're telling us the dog is rolling around. They're telling us something, so we use our punctuation, a period. So we corrected our sentence by adding our capital letter and our period. Great job, Dylan. We're going to do one more sentence that says, the dog will run. Okay? The dog will run. What do we need to do to change or fix our sentence? What's wrong with our sentence again? Allison?
We need to capitalize it.
Awesome. This T is not capitalized, so let's go ahead and capitalize it. T-H-E, the dog will run. All right, is my sentence ready to go? Is it complete? Or do I still need to fix it? I might need to fix it. What do I need to add? Carter? What goes at the end, Carter? A period. Good job. The dog will run. And we added our period. So we just fixed two of our sentences. And today you will work on doing that in your seesaw. Okay? You will fix sentences just like this with your capital letter and your period. All right. Any questions about what you guys are doing today? I posted a new time for our math. Okay, I want you guys to listen very closely. Our math live is now at 10:45. Okay, that's our old time, 10:45, because we're going to go back to you guys completing the activity first. So there's a Nearpod lesson for you guys to do. So once you finish your language arts seesaw activity, go ahead and go back and do your Nearpod for your math.